Hello everyone, welcome back to the Shark Tank. Yeah, I'm definitely sticking with that. I like the ring of that. Anyway, this is Sharkbait with Arcane Duels, and today we have our good old buddy Dr. Mambo that we are playing against, and interestingly enough, I am not the one playing the shark, or the fish person. Dr. Mambo is going to play a Siren against my Bloodwave Warlord, and the more I think about it, the more scared I'm going to get of this one, actually, because that Siren's call can really throw off some plans, especially if I get somebody out like the Panzer Guard, but maybe I can get enough firepower onto the field that it won't matter in time. So we're going to give this a shot. This is one of the books I don't actually have 2 mana flowers in, so we're not going to keep running that test for this game. What we're going to do is a mana flower. Oh, I don't know what I'm going to follow up with yet. This is kind of like a last minute throwing together, or picking this book kind of thing. I haven't planned too far ahead, and it's been a while since I've played. I think what I'm going to end up doing, interestingly enough, is rolling with a mana flower and a Witchwood Ranger. Do I really want to do that? No, I think I want to move forward. So we're going to go ahead and just do mana flower and brace yourself, and this will give us a chance to move closer, as well as put on a bit of armor and increase our channeling. Alright, so let's get this thing rolling. We're going to skip right through the deployment. It is my initiative, by the way, so I start with initiative on this one. I'm down here in the red corner. I'm going to go ahead and pass the first quick. And I'm going to then go ahead, move towards the middle, and cast a mana flower, just like pretty much every other opening that you guys have seen on this series. It doesn't start to change until final quick. Alright, so let's see what he does. Oh, he's going to go ahead and move as well. Follow with a flower. It tells me he's not going to Naya on turn 1. I know, right? Duh. The reason for that is because he has to stay in one place to have cast Naya. He's joking around saying he's going to mirror every move I make, which would be interesting. I wonder what happens if I start punching myself. Do I lose that race because I roll more dice, or do I win because he has less life? I guess it depends how good the rolls are. So he does the double flower. All right. Interesting. All right. So yeah, he's going to end up channeling a little more than we are. I'm going to end up casting in the short-term future one of these commander's capes anyway, so that should help even out the economy. I think I'm going to do that next, follow up with a big buddy like a troll or a minotaur. Actually, it's what I'm leaning towards, so we will we'll see how it goes. Alright, so this turn we're going to do the minotaur thing, and we're also going to do the commander's cape, although we're going to do it in the reverse order. We're going to go with the cape first. So cape followed by minotaur, and hopefully not die in the process. I don't know. I don't think he can really throw much at me. He's got 20 mana, which is quite a bit, but it's not enough for water elemental, interestingly enough. So that means we're safe from him for the moment. Doesn't mean we will be the whole time, but maybe I can get a bigger board presence before he actually casts one. So he's going to cast the ring and probably a relatively large creature. Probably a croc if I had to take a stab at it. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, shall see. Not casting a creature at all. I'm completely wrong. That's alright, though. Shallow Sea is definitely going to be a problem throughout this whole game, and I don't have a good solution to it aside from Standard Bearer and Press the Attack will offset it a little bit. It won't... it'll offset it completely, but we won't be benefiting fully from those 2 spells. So we're going to go ahead and flip both of these over as well. And we'll go with the Minotaur over here while I'm wearing my cool cape because I'm a cool warlord. And we're going to go ahead and cycle the turn. Seeing as we're down at 5 mana, I'm not really sure what we're going to do next. Probably start some enchantments and maybe get another creature out, but I'll decide that here in a minute. Alright, so this turn I decided to go with Press the Attack, and we're going to cast that onto the Minotaur. And I'm going to go with a Bridge Troll because I'm pretty sure there's a water elemental coming out this turn, which means we need to get some dice onto the field to match him because the water elemental's nasty. It's really tough to deal with, although I find the best way to deal with him is just to throw dice at him. It's not going to be efficient. It's not going to be pretty. In fact, it's going to be pretty ugly. So just gotta suck it up and do it, because there's only so many of those he can run in a book. Let's just kill him. Let's just kill him. I know, easier said than done. The other interesting thing, actually, now that I just thought about it, is that the press the attack has a reroll potential. You have to make sure you're in the same zone, so that when you attack, you're in the same zone as the guy with the press the attack, but the reroll could really help out. And there's the water elemental like we thought was coming. So why don't we go ahead... We're just going to leave him here and guard. I know he's going to end up getting a Siren's Call, I think, eventually. But let's go ahead and leave him on guard for the moment. Make him actually come out of his safe zone over here and actually come call him. If he doesn't do that, we can end up just dropping more, what I like to call board presence, onto the field. And seeing if we can get such a big advantage he can't come back from, even with the water elemental. So I'm thinking maybe a ballista even would be a nice addition, I think. Yes, my grammar was really, really great on that sentence there, sorry. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and put press the attack onto the Minotaur, and something to note, formations can only be revealed when that creature, either before or after that creature activates. And so, since he's already activated, already done his thing, I can't reveal him this turn and gain a bonus, or gain the, sorry, bonus is the wrong word, but gain the discount from the Commander's Cape. Yeah, so that is likely to be a hydrothermal vent. I'm pretty sure it'll be worth the Seeking Dispel, because I'm expecting either a Siren's Call or a Chant of Rage from one of my dudes. Actually, what I'll probably end up doing is running the Minotaur into it. Tough -2 is great against that thing, +3 armor, so we'll see how it goes. There's a lot of options at this point. I need to think about where we're going to go from here. Alright, so this turn we have a Standard Bearer spell planned, as well as an Akira's Favor. The idea here is to save up a bit of mana so I can get a good gear up going, and get some armor and be able to help with the fight against this big bad water elemental. I decided not to, like I said, not to Seek and Dispel the vent, or what I expect to be the vent, because I can just run the Minotaur into it, and honestly that vent doesn't do a whole lot to the Minotaur, as I've found out the hard way a few times before. I'm planning to cast the Standard Bearer on the Minotaur as well. The reason for that is that I need the Bridge Troll to benefit from it, or I would like the Bridge Troll to benefit from it, and so him benefiting from that, and so him getting the armor and the extra die are more important to me than the Minotaur doing it, and the Minotaur stays alive pretty well. He's really tough to kill. And in light of that, I'm going to go ahead and cast Akira's Favor on myself. Let's see what he's going to try to do here. Is he going to try to do some teleport shenanigans and put me in there? If he does, I have a brace yourself ready for it. But it won't be a pretty turn, let's put it that way. I'm kind of hoping that's not what it is. I do have a Mind Shield in here, though. Maybe I could mess with him. Obviously not this turn, but... Ooh, a Tidecaller. I do like the Tidecaller. It is a pretty cool creature. I don't think I'm quite ready to engage yet. We're going to go ahead and guard and see if he chooses a target, too, by getting over here. The engagement turn... The longer I delay the engagement, I think the more advantage I will get. I think... This may or may not be the case, but I think in this case it's correct. I can put out more big guys, or at least more guys who are consistently big. Yeah, tough to tell. Alright, so he's going to go ahead and use his quick cast here. As the water elemental move to the right. Yep, there's the shallow sea I was expecting at some point. No, didn't necessarily mean it was coming now, but... Alright. Well, one thing about the Siren is it's relatively... I wouldn't say telegraphy, but you can kind of tell what she wants to do. She clearly wants to get a control of the middle of the area here and press that advantage. And so shallow seas in the middle there will definitely help with that. What this means is I cannot actually go running straight towards that hydrothermal vent, which is both good and bad. Because it means I can't knock it out in one thing, but I won't be exposed, overexposed. If I'd run right in there already, the water elemental would have gotten a smack. I don't think we want that. So maybe what I'll try to do is try to wall off the water elemental and fight them ourselves. Or maybe that's what I'm leaning towards right now, but I might change that plan. So this turn, I decided to run with a Dwarf Panzer Guard because his guarding will definitely help even if he tries to get Sirens called. And in light of that, I'm going to try to cancel the first Sirens call with a Mind Shield. I think he's more important to have that kind of stuff on than either of these two. And part of the reason I enchanted the Minotaur instead of the Panzer Guard is I think that means he's going to end up using more effort and Sirens calls on the Minotaur and not my protection. So it's a theory at this point, but it seems like a working theory. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, so we're going to skip right through the first quick cast. I'm going to go ahead and actually cast the Panzer Guard now. And this is going to cost me 10 because that cape is awesome. And we'll see what he does. I'm still trying to build more creature advantage than he has, which isn't really, I mean, it's tough to do because the Siren is pretty nasty. Siren's water elemental is pretty nasty. Oh, there's Channel Rage. Okay. But I don't feel overwhelmed at this point by the water elemental. I feel like I can handle him. So I'm tempted to Mind Shield the Chant of Rage, but it would be kind of funny, wouldn't it? Maybe I find it funny. It could just be me. Oh, we got a quick cast coming too. So yeah, for those who didn't see, he enchants my Minotaur, and then he Sirens calls the Minotaur. Interesting. Okay. I'm going to guess it has some kind of disabling effect, maybe an agony, instead of a Chant of Rage. Oh, now he's changing it. Alright, so Bridge Troll now has the Siren's Call. And we're going to stick with that. I think. I'll let you know. Alright, yeah, he's good now. So I think what we want to do is walk the Minotaur into the sea, because either way the troll will be getting hit by the elemental and I don't have a way to stop that, although yep, it has to be revealed during counterspell or avoid attacks. Steps to counter a psychic spell. Yeah, nope, don't have a way to do that now. It's too late for the Bridge Troll. So we're going to go ahead and walk in and see what happens. See if he has Enfeeble on him, maybe? It's an option. And if he doesn't reveal, I'm just going to go ahead and guard. Okay, cool, yeah, so he's good. I'm going to go ahead and guard. Just leave him guarding there. And at the end of that, I will reveal, press the attack. And I need to really go back and automate, press the attack. I haven't done that yet, sorry about that. It's kind of a pain to have to add mana, melee tokens to everything right now, but I just haven't had the time to sit down and really work on the code. Alright, let's try this. He's going to try it. Alright, it means my troll can at least move in without getting clobbered by the water elemental. Alright, so he's going to come in and clobber the, or at least attempt to clobber the Minotaur. I'm pretty sure he wants to push him back into the spell, the vent over here, which is fine. The Minotaur is a pretty tough dude, except he takes 5 critical damage anyway. Well, it was worth a shot there. Dang, that's a pretty good roll. Oh, he's got a rust. Ooh. All right. So, yes, apply the results. He's going to take 6. And I assume he's going to go into there. Let me go ahead and move him there first. He's going to go ahead and attack with the vent here as well. Pretty sure. So yeah, the vent should hit first, and then I should counter, because it's a movement into the zone. I don't know, we're going to roll with that. Yeah. He's going to have to manual that. Whew, what is with the dice? That's a bit insane. Alright, so he takes 7 more. We need to zoom in because I have a potato. Well, so much for that. Oh wait. Let's go ahead and do that, since we have to pretend to automate. Oh, really? Why is it saying 6 now? What did I do wrong? And he gets 5 criticals against the water elemental. Oh man, this is nuts. I don't have any other words for that aside from just freaking nuts, man. I don't even think I'm gonna get a chance to save the Minotaur. I think he's gonna die here next turn. So I guess I'll take my press the attack back and put it back on the. I guess I'll put it on the dwarf this time. There's no reason not to. Go there and guard. We're gonna put that back onto the Siren. Ugh, well, that was an interestingly bad turn for this beginning here. That did not go so well for me. That hydrothermal vent, man, 7 critical damage on 5 days. That's pretty nuts. That's alright though. Sometimes that'll happen in a game like this where the dice go spiky. But yeah. Let's see. So I'm going to expect the Minotaur to die this turn due to the Tidecaller coming in to bash him for 4 dice. If he rolls 0, I mean, I guess if he rolls 1 total damage, he might live, but it has to be normal damage, and yeah, he's very likely to die. So it just means I'm going to grab my press the attack here shortly. Wow, he almost didn't kill him. Alright. Yeah, we're going to reveal so he knows I can take it back to my spellbook, because they both have the cantrip trait. Alright. Delete. And the Minotaur has been deleted. Man, that is a nasty round for me. I think it might just be best if I didn't cast the Mind Shield. Yeah. Nah, I think it is best to cast it, because that way there I can at least choose what to do. However, I'm going to put it onto the Troll now instead of the Panzer Guard. Alright. That was a we'll call that an unsuccessful turn, but we'll make up for it eventually, or we'll try. Alright, our recovery turn. We're going to try to cast a Ballista in the final quick cast, and we will press the attack onto the troll, or the Dwarf Panzer Guard, depending on positioning at the time I get to cast it. And we shall we'll see where that takes us. I do have a Mind Shield on the Bridge Troll for the moment, and it's probably going to absorb a Siren's Call, but he's going to have a ton of mana left. Alright, so he's going to end up Siren's Calling his Water Elemental. That's my guess. Either the Water Elemental or the Tide Caller, or he could end up doing both, technically. Kind of. Alright, quick cast, there's another deadly vent. Yeah. As long as it doesn't roll 8 damage total like it did last time, I think we'll be okay. Because the troll can take quite a few hits, though these two are about to both roll a ton of dice. So it won't be easy, but I want to think that it's possible to survive this. 5 damage with the push. Hydrothermal vent. Alright. 8 more damage on the vent. That is 2 vents in a row that have done 8 damage. I don't even know what to do right now, man. Wow. Yeah, that's... Oh, and a daze. Jeez. If I can do buttons correctly. Maybe I'll roll crits too? Or I'll just be dazed. That's fine too, I guess. Well. Cool. Man, I really don't have a good option here aside from possibly swing with the troll. Those vents rolling 8 damage have really thrown this game off. Yeah, my dudes are dying pretty quickly and I don't have a good response for it. I don't even think that the Ballista will help that much. And I don't think I have enough dice to start going for the mage. I think I need to control that damn elemental, but I don't know. Let's use the troll while we have him. I think we're not going to cast press the attack. So I'm going to use the troll while I have him to try to knock down the water elemental. Come on, Daze, come on. God, 2 dazes in a row. Alright. Hero is not with me today. At least not for this match. Man. Oh well. I'm going to just stand back, I think, for the moment. I was not expecting to take 8 from that. That's insane. That's alright. Mistakes were made. Yeah, it doesn't matter. He rolls enough to kill it, and it's going to give me the prompt, and there's the prompt, and the troll's dead. And the Mind Shield's dead now, too. So, here's the Earth. That isn't a sweet Earth, you might say. I'm going to just... I think we're going to stick with that plan for now. Let's see where it goes. Man, that's a little frustrating. That's alright, though. That'll happen. We do have a Kriegshammer still. We do still have a Butcher. I don't know that we'll be able to recover from this one. Some of the things we can do is start equipping the Warlord, too. I was going to save for that a while ago and have thus far been not following that plan. Dig in might help at some point too. Ooh, yeah, I'm behind the creatures. That's gonna be rough. Whew, man, this is gonna be a rough game. So let's not quick. Let's stay here. Let's guard. We're going to go into the final quick, where we will cast a ballista. We're going to do that here, out of the water, so that if he wants to get to it, he has to move towards it. That may end up coming back to bite me later, but I guess we'll find out later. So the plan this turn, the brilliant plan, is to cast Steadfast Boots on myself and bring a lesser teleport for when he starts getting called, and then shoot things. Yeah, it's a work in progress. All right. All right. First quick guess. We're gonna go ahead and pass. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, there's the Siren's Call. No, enchanting himself. Not what I was expecting. I don't know if it's good or bad. Why don't we go ahead and just cast our boots? And do we want to cast them? Yeah, we're going to cast the boots. We're going to roll with it. I'm going to stick with it. And then we're going to shoot the water elemental because a big bolt is going to do a lot to a dude who's made of water. Well, 2 damage. Alright. No 7 crit roll. That's okay. I got a 5-1 earlier, so maybe I'll get lucky. Yep. Not moving towards that. I keep fat fingering that. Alright, so yeah, we're going to pass as many times as we can, and then when we don't have to pass, or when we can't pass, we're probably going to end up moving closer with the Siren, or because the Siren's Call. We're going to guard, and we'll lesser teleport him back. Yep. That's my plan. That's my plan. Oh man. Yeah, this one's not going to go so well, I don't think. I don't have a good way. I think I may have overcommitted on the, or may have, I don't know, is it right to stick with the water elemental? I may have been able to kill the tide caller already. But that jelly is going to be a pain already anyway as well. Interesting. So I could move in and attempt to do an attack against something, mostly the tide caller. Is 3 dice worth it? Yeah, it probably is. Let's give that a shot. 0 because it's a free thing. We're going to give it a melee because it's a not coded thing yet. Attack that guy with a warhammer. And roll 6. No. Oh, 4's not bad. 4 against an unarmed opponent. He will then attack back because he has a counter strike. Should be 4 dice. I will take the shot. Why not? Hey, defense worked. We're going to follow that up with the lesser teleport and back him up. That was not nearly as bad as the previous turn. I wouldn't necessarily classify this as good, but it's not as bad. I might end up having to do a couple more of those lesser teleport things, but I guess it's helping save mana. All in the name of saving mana. Maybe I should start throwing boulders and stuff. I think boulders will hurt the elemental. Ooh, I do have a Cura's Favor. Ooh. Maybe I should throw rocks, actually, because they're cheaper. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'm still working through this whole idea here, but it's been a bit of a rough game, and I think it's going to continue to be until we can deal with that elemental and the tide caller. Devouring Jelly is not going to be easy, but I feel like he's a lesser threat than the rest of them. I say that and he's about to totally kill me, but just a thought. So the brilliant plan this turn is to gear up. We're going to cast a Harsh Forge Plate on ourselves along with the Avarium Halberd and Gauntlets to protect them. And we'll have a lesser teleport on the off chance we need it, but I don't expect to use it. So This may or may not go well. I'm convinced totally that it's going to be great, like every other plan I've had today in this one. Alright, so we're going to do the gear up thing before he can smack me in the face. And get a little bit of armor on and make it cost more, etc. Let's see here. Do that, do that, do that. And we have a decked out, geared up Warlord and his buddy Dwarf. So, yeah. Now I don't have enough actions for me to go first, so you know. Siren's call, probably? No, maybe not. Nope, shallow sea, so they're just coming right in. That's alright. That's alright. Have a brace yourself in case I need it. I shouldn't need it. Oh, he's gonna come in and push. Is he going for the dwarf or is he gonna go for me? I think I would go for me, but he can't push me. Yep, going for the dwarf. I probably would still attack the mage, which would probably be dumb now that I think about it. Yep, attacking the dwarf is the right one. Gosh! He's rolling 8 damage on everything. Alright. So, yes, damage. Yes, push. Unless he's tough. Nope, not tough. I assume. Yeah. Cool. I probably should have saved the defense, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and move back in here and take a swing at him. I still think that's the right call. 3 more dice. Ooh, that was a good roll. Too bad I didn't attack the water elemental. That'd have been great. 5 more damage on it. That's alright, you can't know that ahead of time, and that would have been a way above average roll. So I'm not going to reroll anything, because press the attack would technically allow me, but I'm not going to do that. Now he's going to come in and try to attack. I'm going to remove the guard marker. I do that because anything with a trait counter-strike is a little bit messed up in the battle calculator right now, and so it'll roll the wrong number of dice, even though it tells you the right number. And so I just didn't want to have to deal with that. And interestingly, he only gets 3 damage. He gets a push. And I assume that they're going right back over here. Yep. Alright. So, I think I go in and stab the elemental and then throw a rock at this guy next turn. That's my expectation, and that's what we're going to do. I'm going to give myself a melee since I'm acting like a soldier for this one. And we're going to take a slash at him. 5 dice. Whew, I can't reveal either of them. I will re-roll the damage though. And so that's going to cost me 2 mana. And I'm going to re-roll 5 dice. And get 2 crits. That's better than 1. And it's a start. Now, Devouring Jelly gets to start chewing on my poor Panzer Guard. I don't yet have an answer for the Devouring Jelly, but this Ballista should help me. I say should. God, man, the criticals are everywhere. Well, I was expecting the dwarf to live through that, but that's 6 more damage on 4 dice. Unfortunately, that means that my dude dies and leaves me all alone. That's alright. This was an experiment that didn't quite work out yet, it looks like. It's not completely dead yet, but I don't really have a way to turn this around, unfortunately, I don't think. And at least not in the only way I can really do it, I think, is by taking out the water elemental, but I needed to do that like 2 turns ago. So if I can knock out the Water Elemental and the Tidecaller this turn, I might stand a chance. Sorry, this coming turn. But if it's not for that, then we're going to have a real problem. So, alright, here goes nothing. So this turn, we're going to go ahead and bring along a Lesser Teleport. I don't expect to use it. I do expect to use this rock. What I'm going to do is lead into the Water Elemental with a Ballista shot, and then stab him, and then throw a rock at, if he survives him, and if not, at the Tidecaller. Assuming no shenanigans in the quick cast, that's the original plan for the turn. Now, there may be shenanigans incoming. Probably a dissolve on the boots if I had to take a stab at it. Ooh, shift enchantment. Ooh. Interesting. I wonder if it's a reverse attack. It could be. I feel like I'm okay with that. I feel like I'm okay with that risk, with the Ballista shooting him. At least it's still not my mage, so it's something. I'll make him use it. And it is a reverse attack. And of course now it rolls 3 crits. That's alright. 4 damage on the Ballista is not terrible. That means I need to make that 0. Means I need to get ready to attack with the mage. We're going to go ahead and roll with the slash. And hopefully roll 1,000,000 crits. Yes, 1,000,000. 4 crits is actually pretty dang good. I'll take 4 crits. Do I follow up with a rock? I think I do. But I think I have to hit the Tidecaller with it because I can't take that much extra damage. I think it makes more sense to hit the Tidecaller. As much as I'd like to hit the Elemental this turn. Yeah. It would have killed him had I done that, but there's no way to know that ahead of time. Of course, all the rolls that don't need to be good are great. That was a good roll. 6 damage on 5 dice for that one for me. Tidecollar's down, and it looks like the Water Elemental's about to smack me. Oh my gosh. Crits everywhere, man. 5 crits. That's alright. That's rough. That's alright. This Water Elemental might die soon. Might. I'm hoping. All hope is lost if he drops another one. Oh, man. I do have an option next turn. Yeah, I'm going to take some corrodes on that one, but I can just replace the armor for that. I do have an option next turn to drop a Krieg's Hammer and rouse the beast. Where is it? There it is. That may end up being a good play, but I'm going to try to see if I can knock out the Elemental first and then try to do that. Alright. So yeah, quick cast will definitely be replacing my armor. Even though it'll probably end up just getting hit by the jelly again, but whatever. I don't know. I'll think about it, I guess. I do have a brace. Maybe I'll save the redo until after the Water Elemental's done. I probably will do that. That's alright. We got some planning to do. Alright, so the plan this turn is to throw a rock at the giant water thing, and then see where it goes from there, honestly. Hopefully I live, and if not, we're going to stab it and kill it. I have a brace yourself, however you want to say that. I have brace yourself prepared for when I get hit by the inevitable other things. Alright, so what's the quick cast going to look like? Of note, he can actually afford another Water Elemental now. He also has a Scholsteep Trident out, which is a pretty nasty looking weapon. I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and reveal Akira's favor ahead of time and roll dice against the Elemental and hope for the best. And we got the best. Hooray! We're gonna end up killing it with 4 critical damage. Finally, I'm alive. I'm not completely dead. I'm not dead yet. I feel happy. Alright, that's my terrible impression of the guy from Monty Python. I think it makes the most sense to put on, or to reveal brace yourself, but I'm gonna wait and see what he rolls. Woo! Alright, so if I reveal brace yourself, I take one more corrode. I'm gonna do it. I think it makes more sense. And 0 damage. Alright. One more corrode. Interestingly, I think the next best attack would be to hit the jelly, because I have a reroll. So we're going to do that. Slash him. We're going to reroll the attack dice. Much better. 4 criticals. Yay! And hopefully we can force push that thing out of here next turn and then follow it up, because I don't want it to reconstruct at all. I think I'm about to take a big hit here too. But we'll see. Three damage. Alright, well, I will take getting lucky on that. These boots are showing their true worth. There we go, words. They're showing the true worth right now. In the fact that, ooh, Wall of Earth. Alright. That means my ballista is not going to help me much, but these things are showing their true worth in the fact that I'm not getting pushed around, which is really nice. At least from my perspective. I'd prefer not to get pushed too far. So the plan next turn will probably be to force push the jelly into the top up here, shoot it with the ballista, and if I have to, go stab it, but hopefully that kills it dead. So as I mentioned a second ago, the plan will be to force push the jelly to the north and shoot it with a ballista, and then possibly move down and reverse attack onto myself. That's my big plan today. So we're going to give that a shot and hope it works. It could get screwed up by a surging wave, but I'm hoping the boots dissuade that from his perspective there. The good news is we have initiative, so it might end up working out. I'm going to pass first quick, and he is going to pass first quick as well. I'm going to push the jelly here, and we're going to shoot it with that thing. Giant bolt. Come on, 12% chance to kill it. Give me the 12%. Woo! Speaking of 12%, I think we just hit it. That was a lucky roll. The dice are coming back around. In that case, I'm tempted just to stay here so he gets an extra die against himself. I think that's what we're going to end up doing, actually. I'll go ahead and do that. And we're going to see what happens. And hope for the best. That's it for my actions. Okay, so the board state's not as bad as it was earlier. The dice have definitely swung back my direction. Ooh, that would be an enchantment of some kind. He paid 4 mana for, but he has 25 still left over afterwards, so it may not matter. I'm going to guess it's a mark for death or something fun. Ooh, he's not even going to attack me. He's bringing out a shark. Ooh, I like sharks. I'm biased, though. Right? Alright, well, let's see what we can do next turn. I'm thinking we do the whole bring out the Kriegshammer and rouse that beast. I might end up needing to do the armor switch here soon as well, but yeah, that's probably a poison blood if I had to take a guess at it now. Either way, I'll check back in a minute. Alright, so this turn the plan is to do the Dwarf Kriegshammer and rouse the beast. I think the reverse attack's going to get eaten by the shark, but I think that's okay. We'll see how it goes. So, does he have a quick cast? Spending quick cast. I'm going to wager a guess that it's a whirlpool. That's not what I was going to guess. Oops. Maybe I should hold off on the creature there, because I can just lesser teleport out of that thing. I'm not really all that concerned by that whirlpool. I mean, it is 2 extra damage, I guess. It's not like it's going to help me here, but considering some of the other potential threats that were there, it could have been a lot worse. Alright. Oh. He's canceling. Maybe he's rethinking it. Or he's not getting the right amount of dice. Oh, yeah, not the right amount of dice. 4. I'm guessing the... I don't know. Shark's not ordering correctly, so it should be 5 dice. We're going to have to reveal this now. So he hits himself for a total of 5 damage that sticks. He's got to do that manually. There we go. All right. Get rid of that. Dang it. All right. Anyway. So I'm pretty sure I just want to hit something. Because if I don't hit something, I can't teleport out. Oh, that's an interesting problem. Yeah. I'm actually going to end up needing a buddy. Those boots are coming in the opposite of handy at this moment. So we're going to see if he responds and attacks the dwarf and not my face. That'd be great, right? So, yeah, the dwarf will end up getting a 5 dice attack. I'm probably going to hit the Zerker, honestly. I want to kill that Zerker. But, yeah, that Whirlpool's going to end up being a problem. We'll have to find a way to counter it, probably along the lines of this regrowth belt here. I do run a heal, so I can also heal myself. I think it might be about time to start punching the druid. Yeah, the druid might need to... Sorry, druid. I'm reading chat. Chat says druid. The Siren needs to start dying, and sooner than later, preferably. In fact, sooner than me, preferably. But that's not happening so far. This has been a recovered game. I wouldn't say that we even are in a good spot, but we're in a much better spot than we were earlier. And so the potential's there. It's not a guarantee, but the potential exists to survive this. And it definitely depends on how long or how far we want to drag this out. So the purple action marker, and he is going to go for the dwarf. Awesome. That helps me. By me, I mean it helps me not get due to the spear point thrust to the face. So he's going to get 3 damage, and I believe he becomes restrained. So he's going to stay there. Alright. He'll take 2 damage from the whirlpool, which is okay. I'll lesser teleport him out after. Ooh, and a big crushing blow to the Zerker. Puts the Zerker up to 10 damage out of 12. And I'm just going to go ahead and add the damage markers now. And that should be it for the turn. Alright, so this turn we're going to drag along a lesser teleport. For multi reasons, in case he tries to run, I can chase him with lesser teleport and have him get smacked with a hammer. And I can just get the hammer out of the whirlpool. And then I also brought Hurl Boulder in case he tries to run as well. I think my first action will be to probably... good question. I think it's going to be use the hammer, the Krieg's hammer, to smack the shark. I need to kill a shark. And I think that's the most effective use of that action. So we're gonna quick cast, or we're gonna skip quick cast. Excuse me. Alright, creature action, smack shark. So that he has to use his mage next. And we got, wow, which if we got in the last turn, that's a really good roll. I rolled 8 damage total on 5 dice. been a lot of that today. And 7 of it got through, killing the Zerker. And so let's see what his mage does. Mage is just going to attack me. Alright. In that case, I might just leave my Zerker here. Yep, 5 dice, 5 damage. It's all crits, but it doesn't matter because he has enough piercing and I have no armor. And dice are dice at this point. He can't push me. I can't let him teleport myself either. I'll just have to teleport him next turn and hit him with the ballista. So I think what I'm going to do is throw a boulder and then try to stab him. I'll make sure he's done first to make sure he's not going to try to quick cast. He's thinking. He's got 25 mana. Quick cast will be interesting. So this became a damage race that I feel, I wouldn't say great about, but not as bad about. I have a 6 dice swinging Kriegshammer that I will leave in here now. I have more boulders, and I have my mage. That's about all I got. Alright. Kriegshammer's been enchanted. And I don't know with what. So we're going to start off with the boulder. Against an unarmored Siren, should be 7 dice. And we're going to follow it up with a 4 dice slash. Hopefully Akira is with us. Whoa, reroll this attack dice. Yep, much better. Okay, so I rolled 2 damage the original roll, and now I rolled 7 damage on the second roll, and a slam, which means I won't get hit in the first quake. And now I'm going to attack him with slash. Unfortunately, I've already used my reroll, so hopefully we won't need it. 4 more dice into the Siren, doing 3 damage. That's not bad either, or not bad overall. He's going to regen 1 of them. I'm okay with that. Overall, everything was success there. I'll make that a 7. I'm going to go ahead and just add the whirlpool damage now. And that way there we can just move right along. I'll probably do something similar next turn where I boulder and then attack. I might get Q with a teleport, but I don't think so. Alright, so interestingly, in the upkeep, he decided to, or right before the upkeep, he did reveal Drown, which put a Suffocate marker onto my my Dwarf Kriegshammer with 7 damage on it. And so the Drown actually ended up killing the Kriegshammer, which is an awesome play. So now it's just me versus the Siren. I have prepared a Hurl Meteorite and a Teleport. So I'm planning to teleport him into range of the Ballista and then throw a Meteorite at him. And hopefully that will do quite a bit of damage and give us a little bit of a leg up. We'll see how that goes. Either way, at least I'll get the Meteorite at him, I think. Alright, so we're into the first quick cast now. He can't attack me yet, because he's slammed, which is pretty lucky. I'm going to pass first quick cast as well. Let's see if he does the galvanized trick. That'd be what I would expect, but I don't know. How much does slam cost? 3 to remove? So that would be 6 dice when he rolls it at me. Yeah, that could be alright. Oh, he's just going to daze himself give himself daze because that's what slam turns into. He reveals Ballad of Courage. Oh, he's going to do the charge instead. Okay. That's a good play too. So that's going to put us at like 7 dice of damage coming at us now. With the daze chance to help. I'm hoping daze clicks. Come on, daze. Help a guy out. I could use it. Yes! I got super lucky. The daze triggered and the Siren missed. Ran right into the wall. Man, I got really lucky on that. And so in light of my being lucky, let's hope we can continue that by teleporting the Siren to the north, shooting said Siren with a ballista. Pew pew. I think that's the sound it makes. Ooh, only 3 damage. That thing has not been rolling too well today, but we've made up for it in other dice rolls. Puts the Siren at 12 damage, and out of the regen, I'm going to follow up with a Hurl Meteorite with a reroll. See how greedy do I want to be here. So meteorite for 9 more dice. And wow, what a roll. We're looking at 13 damage on that. That was a lucky roll. 13 damage on 9 dice. That was pretty legit. And the good part about all of this is we have initiative next. So I'm going to throw a boulder at him, and hopefully that ends it. And if not, I'll Surging Wave or stab him or something. I'm going to take my 2 damage now from the Whirlpool, and we'll move on to the next one. Alright, this time we have a Hurl Boulder. I brought along Surging Wave just in case. We have a reroll. We need to do 5 damage. I'd like to think my chances are pretty good here. The dice were really unfriendly early on, but boy did they come back in a big way. Alright, let's give it a shot. Throw the rock. It's a giant rock, so it's a boulder, but I forgot Hurl Rock's a spell when I said that. And that would be it. That is a great game. Mambo, that Siren's nasty. I thought you had me for a while. I got lucky on some of the dice there, towards the end especially. Oh man, did that game swing just because of those lucky dice. But I like the Siren. It was a really, really, really fun match. So yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in. And I know I didn't do it this time either, but when in doubt, kill it with fire.